Hello. Yes, I bought another plate carrier. So this is my old one, first one, and this is the new one. So as you can tell, there's quite a bit of difference. This one's more bulkier and more like pickup, and this is more slimline. So this is more if you want more comfortability. As you can see, due to the building, it's a much more heavier set plate carrier, and this is a more slim lined plate carrier, but they do share the same protection. So you have front plates, you have side plates, and you have a rear plate. So they accept the same kind of protection. So you either get soft armor protection, so that's like 9mm and stuff like that. You can upgrade that plate to rifle rounds, or you can just put in rifle round plates. So, but that's obviously not of consequence to airsofters. So you can just put in any insert you want. As you can tell, there's nothing in it right now, but if you want that added feeling of realism, you can put in those heavy plates and sweat yourself. But basically the idea behind this one is to provide a more slimlined experience for the operator, but still offer the same amount of protection. The color you're looking at is Ranger Green, so this is a nice way to compare the difference. So this is OD Green and this is Ranger Green. Outside of these two colors, this particular plate carrier also comes in black, tan, and apparently OD Green, even though it's not visible on Warrior's site. UK Tactical does apparently provide an OD Green version as well. But here it's very difficult online to get a sort of decent comparison, because sometimes you're looking at Ranger Green and thinking, I kind of like that, and sometimes you think, ooh, it's kind of gray. But hopefully this helps someone who's struggling with color for this one or that one or any other Ranger Green or OD Green, that maybe hopefully this will give you some more help with picking a color, because it certainly helped me when someone took pictures of their plate carrier or made a video. But so basically you have 4. Oh, I forgot multi-glam or multi-cam, whatever you want to call it. So that's basically it. So Ranger Green, OD Green, tan, black, and multi-glam for all those multi-fan boys out there. Yeah, so the material of choice for this one and even this one is 500D Cordura. So I know there's like 1000D Cordura. Now why 500? Because 500 is easier to stitch, and there's not really that much difference in terms of quality. It's just denser. So basically it's harder to stitch. So that's why Warrior Assault uses 500D, so they can provide the stitching to meet military standards. And that is the main, as you can see on the plate carrier, everything is double stitched everywhere. Everything. See, you even see this little pull tab. That's even double stitched. You see how thick the threads here are. The stitching on the molly. Everywhere you look, there's like millions of stitching. So that's why I use 500, because that allows them to really excel, that's the one, not Excel the program, in their ability to provide military grade stitching. It's also treated so the stitching will last you a long while, and that's the main deal of something like this, is the stitching more than anything else. But even this 500D Cordura is treated against infrared. It's not just any run-of-the-mill 500D. It's the best one you can get. But now you know why it's 500 instead of 1,000. So don't go like, oh, it's only 500 and they sell 1,000, so that's better. It's not better just because it's 1,000 Cordura. That's not what makes it better. What makes it better is the way it's fabricated and the way the stitching is. And their stitching meets and excels military standards. So now you know that too. So that's basically the material, color choice. We discussed the stitching. Let's just go over the features. So you have these little loops, which are handy to be able to thread any sort of cables for communication or your hydration tube. You have these nifty pull tabs. So you can open up and then you can adjust. So it's Velcro adjusted. So you can easily, so you just, adjust, put it further back, put it more forward, and that will allow you to set in and adjust it perfectly for your stature. Same thing on this side, aside from this one, which has two different shoulder straps, because this one's releasable. That's not really a point on this one, because this is a quad release plate carrier, so it defeats the purpose of having a releasable shoulder, because it comes completely apart, which you will see in a moment. So there's plenty of adjustability. You have those handy organization loops, let's call them, on both sides. You have these look how many times they stitched this little latch. So this is also Cordura, and these are the pull tabs. So that's where it gets its name from. So this is the QRC, so that means quad as in 4, releasable carrier. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where it gets its name from. This is a removable panel. So the panel attaches with these two clips and then the Velcro. So just pull the Velcro off and then you can put another one on. And this is just an added safety in case you just, obviously, because it's for real use, so you don't want it to drop off. So even in the heaviest action, well, it's not really action, it's real world problems, but it won't come off. So even if in some weird instance it manages to pull the Velcro off, which I really doubt, because it's the world's strongest Velcro, these clips will hold it on. Also, all the plastic you see on the plate carrier is military standard, so it's not just if you have a backpack at home and it has these type of clasps. It's not the same quality. This is military standard plastic. This is not the type of plastic you get for your, I'm not going to name brands, backpack. These are all of this, the whole material is treated against Russian infrared because, well, so it doesn't really emit anything. I'm not really sure how that, but again, it's a real use plate carrier, so it's intended for real combat scenarios. So there, in that scenario, it is important that your gear emits as low as infrared as possible. So fully adjustable shoulders, fully adjustable sides. So you can adjust sides a bit. Do keep in mind this is one size, so in contradiction to this one has two sizes, small to medium, medium to large. This one is large, obviously, because I'm bulky. This one only comes in large, so do keep in mind if you want to buy this one that your chest size falls within the category of the plate carrier, or otherwise you'll wasted money. If I remember correctly, it's 96.5 centimeters to about 106-ish. So it's only for the large body type, so do keep that in mind. But there's still a bit of adjustability, of course, within that range to make it suit your needs. You also have these, again, organization latches, let's call them latches. Plenty of real estate. So this isn't molle, so only these two are molle. So plenty of Velcro space for patches or panels that you can buy for it. Another row here, and then of course on the panels that you can buy separately, more molle all the way down the side. Now it's a bit stiff because A, it needs to hold a armor plate, and two, they've put these plastic form retainers in them to make sure they hold their, because if you don't put anything in, then the material will not be able to easily accommodate the plates. So that's why they put these plastic form retainers in them. Even more molle on the back. Again, a bit of Velcro. So these two are Velcro, and then see, 5 rows of molle. So even though it's considered a slim line, there's not really that much less real estate than this one. So it's not like you're losing much. Carry handle on the back. You don't have to worry about it coming off. This won't break. You can be sure of that. Let's see. Oh yeah, obviously this one, the back panel comes. So here you have your adjustability. Do you see? So now it's like maxed out, but you can stretch it out a little bit. So there's a bit of adjustability in the plate carrier. And if you want to access the compartment, that's this one. So here you put your plates in and then you push it closed. And this one is for adjusting the sides. Okay, now let's open up the plate carrier. You can see there's an arrow that's indicative of where you need to pull. So it's my first time, so it will be a bit of a struggle again. That should work. So it's a lot easier if you, so just pull in the direction of the arrow. So it takes a bit, it's easy, but it takes a bit of finesse. So just rotate it until it's in line with the arrow, and then just pull and it releases. And then it falls into these two panels, parts. And then we can look at the inside. So this is all 3D spacer mesh. And it really allows for a very nice airflow. So if you're sweating, you're off like me right now, then this really helps with keeping cool. So again, look at the amount of stitching on the inside. There's like, you can see the chevrons, and then like this, and then this, and then on the outside, and then like this. I mean, they didn't skimp on the stitching, so this won't go anywhere. And then if we look at this one, basically the same thing. This is where you put your plates in. So that's the same as I just showed you. And then for this one, you have these adjusters. Now, I'm just looking at, let's see if we can. So this is some more, that is the only thing. I don't know what the intended use is, but it has to do something with organization, because this one allows you to access the the side armor. So this is where you put your side armor in. And as you can see, it now has the plastic in it. But that's how you put your side armor in. So it's the same on this side. I'll find out what these do, but as you can see, it's quite a bit of functionality for such a small plate carrier. And again, you don't have to take your helmet off. So if we take our little, so this is just something you need to figure out. So basically you drop it in like this. So this goes into this part. Now you can really feel when it's not lined up. So it's not lined up right now. So you have to make sure. And then it has to go in as easily as this. So again, drop, line it up, and then it clicks. So it doesn't. So this is the trickier part, but it's the same principle. So line it up. Do you see? So this one goes in. This one goes in here, and then it's nicely lined up, and then it clicks like this. And then you have the plate carrier. So now I'm only wearing a t-shirt and it's sitting quite nicely. Maybe a bit looser, but it's still quite a nice fit. The sides are maybe a little bit more, as you can tell, there's a bit more space, but obviously it's a one size fits all, so thankfully it fits for me. So I'm glad with that, but basically that's it. So let's see, arrow. Arrow. Yeah. So yeah. Well, that isn't. I'll show you it comes loose, because otherwise you're thinking it's broken and he's not doing it because it's broken. So it's just a matter of getting used to it, but I just wanted to show you that I just didn't undo it because it already dropped to the floor by itself. So, but you can see the advantage of this system compared to this one, although this one's not as difficult. So, but, well, it's a lot bulkier as I previously showed you, but this one's even easier. So it's just getting used to it, to the system. So as you can see, once you, it's like driving a car with a manual. Once you get the finesse, the tabs fly off like that. But obviously I have arthritis and very low dexterity, so I struggle with menial stuff like this. So yeah, that's basically our QRC blade carrier in Ranger Green. And this is the DCS, just for comparison purposes. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about this one or the other one, or other stuff you've seen on my account, then feel free to ask me. I'll be more than happy to help. If you have any feedback, that's also very appreciated, because I don't really get any feedback on my videos, be it especially on YouTube. So feel free to give me any sort of feedback, be it positive or be it something I need to work on. Thanks again for watching. If you watched this, if you do watched it and you enjoyed it or you think it's good, then please let me know by writing a comment and by liking it, especially, because that way I know someone's watched it and enjoyed it, and that gives me the push to continue onwards. So it's really much appreciated. So have a nice day, take care, and remember, if I can do it, you can do it too. So take care, bye-bye.